The classroom was silent, except for the sharp, insistent barks of Rex, the police 9. His claws scraped against the polished floor as he lunged toward the teacher's desk, teeth bared, eyes unblinking. Students clutched their backpacks, wide-eyed, frozen with fear. And in that tense moment, no one could understand. Why was Rex barking at the very teacher everyone trusted? Mrs. Carter was the kind of teacher every parent admired, patient, kind, and always smiling. She taught 5th grade in a small town where nothing ever seemed out of the ordinary. That morning had begun like any other. Students filed into class. The sound of pencils scratching paper filled the room, and Mrs. Carter greeted each child by name. But today was different. Today, the police had brought Rex and his handler, Officer Daniels, for a safety demonstration. The kids were excited, clapping as Rex performed tricks and followed commands with incredible precision. Everything seemed normal until Rex suddenly stopped mid-routine. His nose twitched, his ears stiffened. Then, without warning, he bolted straight toward Mrs. Carter's desk. At first, everyone laughed, thinking it was part of the show. But Rex's barks weren't playful. They were furious, relentless, the kind he used when he detected danger. Control your dog. Mrs. Carter snapped, her smile faltering as she backed away. But Rex wouldn't listen. He scratched at her drawer, barked louder, then turned and lunged toward her, growling. The children gasped. Officer Daniels had never seen Rex act this way without reason. Officer Daniels rushed forward, calming the panicked students. Rex never misjudges, he whispered under his breath, pulling the teacher's desk drawer open. Inside, beneath stacks of papers and neatly packed supplies, lay a small black bag. Daniels unzipped it, his face drained of color. Hidden inside were several vials of unmarked liquid and small packets wrapped in plastic. The room erupted. Students whispered in fear, teachers from the hallway rushed in, and Mrs. Carter's face turned pale. She stammered, denying everything. But Rex growled again, circling her like he knew the truth. Investigators swarmed the school within the hour. The vials were identified as dangerous chemicals, substances that could cause serious harm if released in a closed space like a classroom. But the most shocking discovery came from Mrs. Carter's background. She wasn't who she claimed to be. Her real identity revealed a troubled past, and she had been hiding under a false name for years. No one knew her true intentions, but one thing was clear. She wasn't safe to be around children. For the students, it was a painful lesson. The woman they had trusted, the one who taught them to read, to write, to dream, had been living a lie. Many cried that night, confused about how someone so kind could hide something so dark. Officer Daniels reminded them gently, not all danger looks dangerous. Sometimes it hides behind a smile, and sometimes it takes a hero without words to protect us. Rex became the town's hero. The school held an assembly in his honor. Children hugged him, parents applauded him, and even the toughest officers admitted, without Rex's instincts, the outcome could have been devastating. Fear in the classroom, keeping 30 frightened children calm during the chaos. Trust betrayed, helping kids cope with the realization that someone they admired had dark secrets. Investigation pressure. Authorities had to act quickly, fearing there might be more danger hidden in the school. Weeks later, life slowly returned to normal. A new teacher stepped in, the children smiled again, and the town felt safer because of Rex. And as parents tucked their kids into bed, many whispered the same thought. Sometimes angels don't have wings. Sometimes they have fur, sharp instincts, and a bark that can save lives.